Following our intuition. I've talked about this before, but I really wanted to tell a story this morning as I was thinking about the next bit of intuitive guidance I've had, which a little while ago was being the queen of my magical realm. And then yesterday I had a call with my amazing mentor, and my theme for the summer, they're talking about doing 70 days or 75 days of something in particular, because there was this fitness thing around kind of 70 hard, which is very prescriptive, masculine way of getting fit. And they went, oh, instead of that, what else could we do? 75 days of whimsy, or 75 days of magic, or 75 days of rest, you know, like going almost like the polar opposite of that. And so I was thinking about, you know, what would I like to do for my theme? Now, I was already doing 90 days of Queen of my Magical Realm, because embodying that identity and working out what does that mean. So the thing about getting intuitive downloads is that they won't make sense to your logical mind to start with. Like they really like, okay, I'll note that down. But I was thinking this morning about all the other times that I've followed my intuition. So I live here in Bristol in the UK, and I was guided here. I tried to move here twice before I actually managed to move here in 2020. And I just thought and felt that this would be a really great place to live. I used to live in another city about 12 miles away, and I wasn't a big fan of big cities. So I was like, maybe it'll be too big, but there's a lot of culture, a lot of creativity here. So I moved here on Leap Day, which felt like a good day to come. But it was 2020. So 3 weeks later, I was in lockdown and in an Airbnb, and all the cultural and creative things that I had on my list of things to do in Bristol didn't exist. But that meant I spent a lot of time on my own, looking for ways to make sure that I carried on growing and learning along the way. So I invested in an intuitive creative mentor, and that's led me to doing lots of intuitive creative stuff, including this artwork, along the way. Then I wanted to get out of the flat after lockdown, and I applied for a summer job at the local science centre, me and a load of students applying for summer jobs. I got the job and I worked there for nearly 3 years. And so there's a whole lot of stuff that just from that one decision of, I think I might want to live in Bristol, and now I live here. And my latest thing that's blossoming in my life is improv. So I first started doing improv 30 years ago, and now, you know, in the last few weeks I've had 2 auditions for shows, and I've got into both of the shows. And it's incredible to think that at this stage in my life, like that part of my life is really blossoming. So I was thinking about, like, what sort of summer do I want to have? What sort of summer would the Queen of my Magical Realm have? Because I'm also thinking about business and money and income and all of that. And that kind of constricts me and makes me feel all kind of, oh God, left brainy, and I'm overthinking